The views and opinions expressed in this channel are those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the views of our guests. The views and the opinions of the guest do not represent nor reflect the views and opinions of the Lockoutmen channel, nor its host. Our guests' opinions are their own. This channel is for educational, entertainment, and informational purposes only, and utilizes fair use materials in accordance with applicable laws.
So drivers, before we get started with this serious but crazy podcast episode, I would like to send out a couple of shout outs for inspiring me to make this episode. So first thing first, shout out to Bonehead truckers. I've seen this video that popped up on my feed from Bonehead truckers covering this particular situation we about to talk about. Bonehead truckers did a commentary on the truck driver that was going to meet a 13-year-old child for a hookup somewhere in Colorado. So I peeped out the video and I was like, oh my God, it's just not real. But it proves that it is notorious drivers out there. And it's the same thing that I would extend to the female truckers that's doing these influencer type videos on TikTok. There's literal deplorable male truck drivers out there. And this guy right here is one of them. So shout out to Bonehead truckers. Also shout out to ColoradoPedPatrol. The link to the original video will be linked in the description below. So if you guys definitely want to watch the videos without our commentary, definitely go to Ped Patrol on YouTube and shout them out. Drivers, imagine you're at a shopping plaza, right? You just went in to go grab some coffee, and on your way out, suddenly a stranger walks up to you asking you all sorts of questions. Questions like who you there to meet, what are you doing here, mentioning his name. Now, imagine that stranger that's talking to you. He pretty much knows everything. He has all your texts. He has your plans. Even know that you're a truck driver. That's exactly what happened in this wild confrontation between this truck driver predator and the predator catcher.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for listening. I am Lockout Men. Our story begins with a truck driver. Let's call him Sam. He was parked in a red semi in a shopping center parking lot, coming there to meet up with somebody. But here's the twist though. See, what this truck driver did and what he set up to do, he went there with the intentions of meeting a 13-year-old girl, a 13-year-old child. Why are you there, sir, in your truck in a shopping center parking lot to meet up with a 13-year-old child? What was your plans? But instead of meeting the child straight out of To Catch a Predator's playbook, he comes face to face with not Chris Hansen.
Could you explain yourself? I'm sorry.
But he comes face to face with Tommy from ColoradoPedPatrol, a group that is like To Catch a Predator. They're out there catching nefarious adults trying to hook up with kids. This conversation definitely started off tense. Our guy Tommy starts off casually, but then goes into calling him out. He basically says he knows why he's there. He has all of the chat logs. And Tommy also says that he has every explicit messages and every plans that he was going to do with the young child in his truck.
How's it going, man? Is your name Sam? Are you Sam? No? You're in that red truck out there? Are you in the red semi? I might be talking to the wrong person.
What?
Are you driving in that red semi out there?
Yeah.
Who's coming to get in that truck with you right now?
With me?
Yeah.
No.
That's not you?
Yes.
Okay, you want to be honest? You want me to call the police? Who's going to get in that truck with you right now?
Just me.
And the 13-year-old? Listen, man, I have all your chat logs. I know why you're here. Do you want to be honest or do you want to bullshit? I know where you work. I know what logistics company you work for. Who are you picking up in that truck, all right?
Sir, I'm coming to buy my coffee.
Of course, Sam, he panics. Of course, he lies. And then throughout the pressure, he folds like a fake $3 bill. Tommy proves that he got all the receipts. But you guys want to know the worst part of this whole ordeal right here? The worst part is that this truck driver right here is a 52-year-old family man. Not only is that he's married, but he has daughters of his own.
I can read the messages, man. I have all the messages. Do you understand? I'm good at what I do. So I know you were at the truck stop. I know you've been here since last night. I have all the messages. You understand that, right? Do you have an open relationship? Like, does your wife know about all this? She doesn't know. All right. Well, I don't think it's right that you cheat on your wife, right? You're supposed to. You have kids. How old are your kids?
19, 17, and 15.
Are they boys, girls, both?
Yeah.
What would you do, man, if some 52-year-old was meeting your girl?
Drivers, this guy isn't just a predator. He's a freaking truck driver. And that makes this even worse. Let's be real, man. Truck drivers already fighting everyday unfair stereotypes. Already people assume that we're lonely, sketchy, and untrustworthy. And then guys like this comes along and feed into every negative cliche. Most truck drivers, such as myself, is hardworking, honest people just out here trying to make a living. We're away from our families for weeks on end, dealing with insane hours, all to keep the country moving. But when creeps like this gets caught trying to meet a kid for a one-time in his rig, it stains the whole profession. Suddenly, the public's guards go up. Parents get nervous. People start side-eyeing every trucker at a truck stop, or every trucker that comes into a shopping center, or every trucker out there. And that's the real damage here, drivers. This guy didn't just betray his wife and kids, but he betrayed every decent trucker out there grinding to support their family. Now, because of him, the good ones have to work twice as hard to prove that they're not monsters. It's infuriating, drivers. Trucking is already a tough job. Long hours, isolation, stress on the freaking road, bro. The last thing these men and women need is some predator making them all look bad and suspicious.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
But here's the things, driver. This is a predator problem that's disguised as a trucker. And predators come from every walks of life. They're in the form of teachers, cops, pastors. The difference, truckers can't hide. Their workplace is the open road. And when one of them does something this vile, it sticks with the whole industry. So yeah, this guy deserves every bit of shame and every bit of convention that's coming his way. But let's not let his sickness define an entire profession though. The real truckers, such as myself, they're too busy keeping the world running to even have time for this kind of evil. What makes this so worse that this guy is a 52-year-old family man, a truck driver? What's really disturbing about that is that he has a wife, teenage daughters, people that depend on him. Meanwhile, he's out here trying to exploit someone else's kid. That is crazy. So drivers, this is why groups like ColoradoPedPatrol are crucial, right? Same thing with To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. Now, even though the show do not come on no more due to controversies, Chris Hansen is still out there doing the God's work though, for real, for real.
Hey, sir, could you come back over here, please, and have a seat right on that? You seem to be in a hurry there. It's a little late to be prowling around these parts, huh?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
There are groups like this right here, Colorado Ped Patrol, they're crucial. Police can't monitor every creep in every truck stops though. So these guys, which you can't consider them vigilantes, they do confront these predatorial people. Now, do they put their life on the line? Maybe, some of them, but still though, they out there doing the hard work because again, police can't keep up with all of it. All of this is actually going on, and it's still going on to this very day. So when groups like Tommy's, they fill the gaps. And in this particular situation, he's really good at it. Tommy just didn't catch this guy. He broke him with evidence, patience, and that devastating call your wife moment. But here's the bigger picture. I don't think this driver is a lone wolf, right? He's one of hundreds predators that was caught this year. Predators are everywhere. Again, like I said, they come in forms of teachers, cops, truck drivers, and they're banking on silence. See, videos like this expose them, but they also remind us to check your kids, man. Check their DMs. Know who they're talking to, man. Because the scariest part is that kid could have came up missing. That kid could have got kidnapped. That kid could have got trafficked.
So what do you think? Should these predator catchers keep doing what they're doing, or does it cross a line? And how do we balance justice with due process? Drop your thoughts below. And hey, share this if it hit home. Because if this video stops one kid from getting hurt, it's worth it.